Welcome to another little hill climb TT. Give these videos a thumbs up if you want to see more of them. Now this is the start of Norton Summit, and we're cruising up here. It's gonna be a good time. It's always a good time. Well, everyone in this bunch is always keen to push the legs a bit, get the legs a bit sizzle the legs. Now, so I'm sitting at the very back of the ride here, very back of the bunch, because if I sit at the front, then I'm just too fast. No, the car's can't even keep up. So I'll sit at the back so you can see how the climb pans out. So look at the cadence on the left. You can see I'm sitting around 85 cadence, just cruising along. Power's sort of 400, and you'll see it will rise and fall. All right, power flickers around all the time. It flickers around, but you basically, if I'm doing a PR up here, I want to be sitting around 350 watts. All right, and with good wind conditions. So you can see the power, it jumps around 400 sometimes, and it'll dip down to about 300. But average is probably around 350 when I'm going hard. So we see the two riders in front here, both very fit boys, and the guy on the left got a couple of bananas in his bag, in his jersey pocket. Look at the cadences there. So everyone's spinning relatively well, and we have another rider on the left that looks like Chris Froome. Looks like Chris Froome. It's Anton the vegan, and there's a lot of vegans in this bunch. Because everyone likes to cyclists, man. Cyclists like being lean. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's not many cyclists out there who want to be fat. All right, I'd say. I don't know anyone who rides a bike who wants to gain some fat, just get tubby. Because we all just love a ride, be feeling lean like greyhounds. Greyhounds. A lot of pugs become greyhounds courtesy of the bicycle and carbohydrate. All right, so we're cruising along here. As Bruce on the left, he's going to do 350 k's that day. So he's like, all right, I'll see you at the top. He's just resting the legs, doing another 350, and we're cruising up the hill here. This is the first run of the first K almost. We're cruising along, and I didn't know who the rider was in the bright orange jersey there, because I didn't recognise the bike with the jersey, but I know who he is. I just didn't recognise him from the back. But he's got good form. Look at that cadence he's bringing up now. His cadence is pretty good as well. He's looking pretty relaxed. And by this point, I'm thinking, I don't know who this guy is. Even though I do know who he is, I didn't know who it was at that moment. I thought he looks pretty fresh, so I'm going to watch his wheel. All right, I'm just going to sit on his wheel because I think he's going to set a good time up there. And this Thursday, if you're in Adelaide, meet us at 7 p.m. this Thursday at the Tower Hotel. We're going to go for another sub 13 up Norton Summit. I'm going to do an Everesting this week, so if I'm too cooked, I'll just bring the e-bike out. And that little hand gesture at the back means there's riders on the left. So as courteous if to do that is if there's someone on the left, do a little hand signal out the back. So it wasn't a Freemason sign, it was a hand signal saying riders left, get around them. So always have your head up the road, always pay attention and call stuff out the road, which was what the riders did then. So if you're in Adelaide this week, it'll be March, first week of March, 7 p.m. Tower Hotel McGill, Thursday, we're going to light it up Nortons. Hopefully we don't have a 20k now easily though, but yeah, the sea's out at 7 o'clock. You can have a good warm-up. So we're cruising up the Nortons. And there's some houses on the right there. There's a little bit of a church up there. I never noticed it on the right there. See that little point? Maybe it's a shrub. Maybe it's a shrub. So we're cruising on here. And we're going up the climb. It's a beautiful climb, Norton. So here we go. Whoa. And I was like, he's going up the front. He's had enough. Orange jersey had enough. He's getting around. So if a rider does drop the wheel, then in a situation like that, I know who that rider is in front just there, so I know he's not going to drop the wheel entirely. So I didn't feel I needed to go around him. But if you don't know who you're riding with, and someone drops the wheel, then by going around them, you also help break the wind for them. So it is a win-win. It is a win-win. And we're just cruising up, getting to the first hairpin here in Norton Summit. Look at that cadence on the left there. Look at Anton, Chris Froome, Frumingham. He's on the Froome washing machine spin cycle. And we're motoring up here. You see the riders on the left, we're going zooming past everyone. So you see that cadence, that high cadence, it produces less fatigue. What's all this cadence shit, Darren Rider? Why spin the legs out? Why not just muscle it out? Well, when you spin, when your cadence is around 90, science shows we produce less fatigue metabolites, which means you don't feel your legs as much. Alright? So if you ever want to hurt your legs, put it in a harder gear and just grind. Alright? Otherwise, Bruce has come back. That's Bruce. He did 10,000 Ks in January. Like, just fucking crazy shit. But if you ever want to make your legs hurt less and go faster, then just put it in an easy gear and spin it out. Alright? Just spin it out. So you can see the rider in the red there. That's Biggie from ISO. This guy in the red here, he's just started riding like a few months ago. Probably about a year ago. And he's already sub 14 minutes or 14:01 or whatever he did. He's fast. He's like a badminton player, right? He's a badminton player on a bike and he's doing really well. Look at his cadence though. He's got a power meter, he's got cadence. Look at him. It's Chris Froome spin cycle. Right? So you can see the spin cycle going on there. And that's just, you don't feel your legs. You just load your heart and lungs and just cardio, red blood cells, power. All the world's fastest climbers and sprinters, power, cadence and power. All right, I've got the first hairpin here. Getting back on Chris Froome's wheel. And I'm cruising up the hill. It is pretty cool, like, riding with the fastest cyclists in the world and looking at how lean they are and going, well, I know about 20 vegans as lean as these guys. That's pretty cool. This is the first hairpin. We normally get what is it, 6 minutes, around the 6 minute mark. We're sort of taking it pretty easy now. If you hit 6 minutes, it's not that fast. You ideally want to be under 5 minutes the first hairpin if you want to go low 13s or sub 13. And we're moving around riders here, just closing the gap. If you let the gap open too long, then, especially at this point, if someone opens a gap, they're probably not going to close it, so you might as well close it for them. Be courteous. And we're cruising. The pace is picking up a bit. You see it's sort of getting some more single file, and there's a little wave through. And it waves me through. So you can see all about having your eyes at the road, paying attention. Paying attention to the spinner on the left. And it's strung out here. It's pretty strung out. It's good. And orange jersey right here. This is not sped up. This is real time. His cadence is picking up, isn't it? So my cadence is sitting around 97, 98, 99, 100. I normally average about 100 for Norton Summit when I'm giving it a bit of gas. So you see the power there, down to 250, up to 330. It jumps around. It'll kick up and again. Once we go down the steep section, it'll kick up. Just because people on the front just kick it up. There you go, 450, 490, 470, 400, and it drops back down again. All right. So the fastest way up a hill is the smoothest power cadence. But obviously, if you're in a bunch, you just got to look at crap on the road. It's like a mountain bike ride. Obviously, if you're in a bunch, you can't really look at your power too much. You just got to hold the wheel. Just got to hold the wheel, especially if you're getting a good sit like this. Just got to hold the wheel. But if you're doing it solo TT, then it's better just to have even power. But today is a bit more like a game. It's a bit of a battle up the climb, bit of fun, bit of banter. It's good training, It's good training. And we're going up the hill here. We've got how many riders we've got in front? We've got 1, 2, 3, about 7 riders in front here. So I'm sitting dead last wheel. There's no one behind me. All right, look at that. He's moving up the front. So I'm like, yep, that's a good move. He's going to move up the front. So the cadence there, the cadences of other riders, etc. So it's good to see this. Really good to see. So there's socks, mate. Sock gains. They're pretty cool. They're actually a good safety feature. Those socks, they do stand out a lot. So, and they will keep your calves warm in winter. Calf socks. And you wouldn't want to be a bankroll though, would you? Having socks like that, you stand out. You stand out. But good way to keep your legs warm in the cooler months. So we're cruising up here. This is a part of Norton Summit where you can really feel it in the legs. Normally there's a bit of a headwind. It sort of flattens out a little bit. There's a long stretch coming around this corner. There's normally a few koalas sitting around. Watch out for the drop bears. And how many riders have got left now? We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got a few riders left, but it's good conditions that morning. Wasn't too bad. Bit of wind, but nothing too major. How many riders got left now? We've got I think is it just 3 of us, 4 of us? There's only 4 left. Is that right? Looks like it. So I'm always sitting last wheel just to get the camera angle. And then we have I generally are anyway. I'm not sitting on. What? I don't sit on, man. I don't chase wheels, bro. I'm just getting camera angles, mate. Just getting the camera shake. I'd never sit on. Always try and pull a turn. Sometimes. Just not today, Normally I'm on the front. Doing all the work. This is a stretch in Norton Summit. This is good. This is where you're just going to mentally relax. So I'm sensing, again, I didn't know who Orange Rider was, even though I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was in that moment. So I'm thinking, he's looking fresh because his cadence is really good, his posture is really good. He didn't look like he's fatiguing at all. I was like, this dude's doing it easy. I'm going to hold his wheel. And we're going to stand some more riders. So you always want to have your head up the road. And I can see the cadence is really good. And the guy on the front is out of the saddle. His legs must be hurting. His gear's pretty low. And look at this. Look at that. Oh, look at the acceleration. Watch the power on the left. Watch the left. The numbers. So the power's dropping off. Orange's jersey's about to launch it. Watch this. Power's dropping right down. 290, 300. Look at this. Watch this. 200, 250. So and there we go. Zzz, and watch my power. 600, 500, 500, 500, 540. So I'm just in the saddle, 105 cadence. Quick surge, just a couple of seconds at 500 watts, up to 600 little burst, and then boom. And now we're down to business, 400 watts. You know, this is where you get the fast times, 450. You know, so this is pretty smooth acceleration by this rider. He didn't have a power meter, but he's still going pretty smooth. So you can let's just watch the numbers all the way to the finish line. See my cadence about 100. I can't even feel my legs at this point. Just breathing. You know, just starting to relax, holding the wheel, just breathing. So the cadence there. There we go. And the guys, no one's behind me. No one's behind us now. Everyone's like ages away. This is cadence, man. This is pure cadence. Cadence and power. And also a big tip that I've learned from a lot of pro riders is over the years, just talking to many pro riders who are open to being talked to, asking, what do you guys think about? What do you think about when you're suffering? And they just don't think about anything, man. Just relax your breathing and just push. Yeah, just let it go, man. Just let it go and breathe. And stay relaxed and breathe strong. Strong breath, stay relaxed. So this is where you really hurt. Look at 500 watts, you know. 500 watts. So Orange jersey's just pumping it, mate. And we drop down to 300, 380. So it's good power. It's really sustained, man. It's sustained effort. This is high level fitness here. Not many people can ride this fast. This is good. So we're zooming along here. Just two of us left now. And this is good training. My cadence, bringing up the cadence a little bit. 110. 100, 98, 99, 95. So cadence jumps around a little bit, but you can see the patterns here. I average around 100 by the time I get to the top of the hill. More power, look at that, 420. This is good, man. This is really good. So we started the ride pretty slow, but now we're zooming along, and it's going to be, I'm not sure what time we'll do, maybe 14s or something, but it was decent. But if we went this hard from the start, we probably would have got under 13, definitely. If we had a few more riders swapping off, etc. And there you have it. That's a bit of climbing tips for you. But yeah, the main one I can give people, man, is if you can relax, just stay strong and relaxed. That is everything, man. If you're in a street fight or a fight, if you're on a new bike, if you're a running race, everything in life, man. If you can just stay relaxed, calm, strong, relaxed. It sounds a bit, you know. You don't want to be strong, tense. You want to be strong, relaxed breathing. You get more oxygen in to your legs, to your muscles. It's all about oxygen right now, all right? So whoever gets the most oxygen in the blood is going to go fly up the hill, you know, especially this first thing in the morning. No one's running out of carbs. No one's running out of carbs this time of the morning because everyone's carved up. You know, after 5 hours, you'll be cutting the carbs. But right now, it's about oxygen. Who's got the most oxygen in the body? And so you've got to stay relaxed and breathe. Stay relaxed and breathe. Even though you're hurting, you're doing 400 watts, whatever you're doing, you're sizzling, then you stay relaxed and breathe. Push, relax and breathe. Yeah. So it's about being comfortably uncomfortable. And we come up to the finish line here. 500 watts. So I'm not going to come around this ride. I just want to show cadence because this ride had a good cadence that day. Even at the saddle, his cadence was pretty good. So I'm going to sit behind him and just film this. This is good. And here's a tip for Norton Summit: is go to that stubby pole. Don't stop at the finish line. Don't stop here. Oh, there we go. This is where the line stops. The line stops here. So if you want to get extra time, keep rolling all the way to the stubby pole. All right. That's the tip there from Duran Rider. Norton Summit, secret tip, not the line there. Go to the stubby pole and you'll drop a couple of seconds off your PR. Comments down below. We'll see you on the road. Spin to win.